Hey guys, Mix here, and in today's video we're doing something that I have been looking forward to doing for such a long time. I've definitely been dreading it a little bit because this is going to take a good amount of precision, but the end result should be well worth it. And what we are doing today is with the NASKART. Now I know I've been saying I'm going to be cutting down on videos with this and only doing really the bigger stuff or more interesting stuff on this, but be keeping out all the small stuff that we've been doing since this has been taking over the channel. But today what we're going to be doing should be pretty cool, and I definitely wanted to share it with you guys. So we are going to be trying to make our own custom exhaust system for this. Now this is going to be a good amount of work, and that's why I've been dreading it. The reason I've been kind of dreading this is because there is not a lot of room under here to make an exhaust system. And as you guys can see, I already started to plan everything out. All of yesterday I went searching everywhere on a goose hunt to try and find the smallest exhaust piping I could find. I really didn't get everything I needed to, but I got everything I could possibly find within a 100-mile radius, and it's really not a lot, which is a little disappointing. But I'm all about working on a budget and working with what I got, so that's exactly what we're going to be trying to do today, and it always ends up working out, so we're going to give this a shot. But basically, I have everything set up here right now. Obviously, it's going to be way nicer once everything is actually fabbed up, but I just kind of plopped everything kind of where I want it, just to show you guys where my head is at. So basically, I want to make a 2-into-1 on each side, so it's going to be, I guess, a dual exhaust system. Now the reason for doing this is because it's going to be way cheaper, because if I got the same supplies for every single cylinder, you guys don't know this is a 4-cylinder, it's going to cost a good amount of money. Some of these fittings really aren't that cheap, so timesing everything by 4 is really just going to make this an expensive exhaust system, which it shouldn't be. But what I want to try and do to connect the 2 cylinders to each other is try and cut exactly in the middle of that 90-degree bend right in there. Take the other half, put it on the side so it's basically going down like that out of the cylinder and then out. And then I'm basically going to have to cut this kind of flush to try and make it, yeah, like I said, it just plopped in there. The first half is going to go down like that out of the cylinder, and then the second half, so pretend that's still up, is going to be rotated. And then I'm going to cut this nice and flush and cut a hole in the side of it, weld everything up, and I'm really hoping that'll work. If I had some more of these elbows or even 45 degrees, that would be really awesome, but I don't, and I just can't find any anywhere, so I'm just going to give this a shot and really try my best at this. And I would like to have a muffler in this just because it is super loud, and actually Ike from Cars and Cameras commented on one of my older videos and told me that if I put mufflers on it, it'll run way better. It does run really good right now, but I'm sure mufflers would help it run even more better. So I'm going to try and see what I have in my stash. I probably have a muffler laying around somewhere, but if I could definitely quiet this thing down a little bit, that would be a huge helper when riding it around and stuff like that. Won't have to worry as much about noise complaint and stuff like that, because as you guys know, this is ear-deafening loud. But anyway guys, I want to give this a shot. I'm going to begin my measurements now and lining everything up, cutting, welding, and I'm really hoping that this will work. So let's get started. I'm going to do this a little bit of a different way than I actually planned on doing it. I planned on using a hole dozer, you know, with the drill. Instead of welding it on top of it, I actually want to cut out the pipe, put it inside, and then weld it basically to the inside, like put it in and then push it up against the wall and weld on the outside. I think it'll be a little bit stronger like that, a little bit of a nicer seal, and see how well it works. So I think I'm going to take this outside just because the fumes in here are going to build up even more once I start welding. I have an exhaust fan going right now, kind of pushing everything outside, which is helping a little bit, but yeah, the fumes are really bad. So I'm just going to roll this stuff outside, roll the welder out, and begin making the first weld on it. I definitely have to be a little bit careful just because this is you know, pretty thin, so I got to turn down my wire speed a little bit. That's usually what I do when dealing with stuff like this, and you know, just going nice and easy through it, not really staying in one place for too long and burning a hole through it. And also for some of you new viewers, if this might be the first time on the channel, I'm new to welding. I have a Harbor Freight welder, so don't crucify me in the comments if these welds don't come out perfect. I am getting better though. Alright guys, so I just finished up welding up the little, I guess, Y, I guess you could say, into the exhaust. I just slid it in here and it matches up perfectly to its other half, which is right here. As you guys can see right in there, if I just hold it to where it's going to be on the header, it matches up really, really nice. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm actually going to take out the whole NASKART and just put it outside. Just because this is going to involve a good deed of welding. But I'm just going to lower it down, roll it outside, and do the rest of the exhaust out there. But before I do that, I want to show you guys what under of this thing looks like. It's actually pretty cool. It's like a Lambo. So it's just completely flat under there. There's no bars or anything. Everything's concealed. Definitely really, really cool, I thought. But anyway, let me take this thing out so we can continue on with this exhaust. Alright, so the NASKART is now outside. Definitely have a little bit less working room, you know, with all that height I had before when it was lifted up in the air, but I can definitely make it work. But let's go ahead, get this side all finished up, and then I can go ahead and do the other side, which I'm not really excited to do, because that took a long time, not gonna lie. It should be well worth it in the end. And also, for some of you that might be asking yourself, I am going to be painting the whole exhaust, but I am going to be doing some other painting before I do the exhaust. I'm probably just going to end up doing the painting and everything off camera, and you guys will see it once it's all done. Just figured I'd let you guys know that. So I just started up welding the third cylinder to, you know, everything we just created before, but I'm having issues getting around there. I don't know if you guys can see it. So as you guys can see, I laid down a little bit of a bead right there, but I can't get around it. So what I think I'm gonna have to do, and same goes for the bottom, is lift this thing up and go from underneath, just so I could get completely around, you know, the whole pipe, just, you know, so it doesn't leak or anything like that. Alrighty, so I just finished up welding, well, basically what I could weld of the third cylinder, you know, exhaust pipe. I got all the way around the one on the bottom, but the one up here, I got like probably 75 to like 85% around. But what I think we're gonna do is put an exhaust clamp on there, you know, just to seal it up. Most of it's already welded, but just to be safe, you know, definitely want to throw it on there. And I also just threw on a exhaust clamp onto that one right there, just because it was a really nice fit into the pipes, and I really didn't feel a need to weld it. But I guess that means that for the most part, this side is kind of done. Now I don't have a muffler on there just yet, or a tip. But what I'm going to do is just toss on the body, see where the body kind of falls on. Then from there, I want to see where I could put that tip, because I definitely want to make it visible, and if this thing shoots flames, I want that to definitely be seen. So guys, I just got the body on, and as you guys can see, I have a block of wood on top of this wheel and the other wheel, and that is because this is actually the first time I've ever had the body on since we put on that carb setup, and it does put a little bit of pressure on the carbs, so just to kind of keep it from stressing it out or, you know, weakening the boots or anything like that, I just put them there just for now. I can still figure out where the tip can be. Even with that, it's not making that big of a difference, but I'm gonna have to do something about that. It's not a big deal and should just be an easy fix. But if we come back here, what I think I might do is, I'm stuck between two options. Just have, you know, kind of just a two dual barrel exhaust type system, just straight out the back. So one there, and then there'll be one over here. Or if I should do it on the sides, on each side, right behind the rear wheels. I'm really torn right now. I don't really know which one I want to do, but I think I'm just gonna have to sit on this for a little bit, really think about it, and then I'll get back to you once I make my decision on whether I want both at the rear or both at the side. Alrighty guys, so I think I made my decision. I kind of want to do like the side pipes on the rear more, but I am just gonna do the dual barrel exhaust at the rear. I am gonna cut it flush with the body. I just did that just for now. But the reason for that is just because I cannot find any more, like, anything below 2-inch piping, and I'm really not going to be able to find any 90-degree pipe or anything like that anymore, because I literally think I found the last couple in the state. Now, I'm sure I could probably just order them, which I probably might end up doing, but just for now, I'm just going to clamp them right to the end and then just cut it flush once I do this side as well. And I could always change it, just unbolt it, and it won't be that big of an issue at all. But just for now, we're going to do the dual barrel exhaust. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and begin doing the other side. Now, I'm not really going to bother recording much of it, just because you guys already saw the other half, and I'm going to be doing the same exact thing to the other side. So that's kind of boring. So I'll catch back to you guys once something new comes up, and once we're pretty much finishing up the other side.
2 hours later.
Alrighty guys, so it is a good bit later. It is currently dark out and raining, so fortunately we can't roll this thing outside right now. I actually had to roll it in, as you can tell. But this side is pretty much done. Right now, what I'm just going to be doing is cutting the tips for each. I measured for this side already. Just going to measure for this side. But I did this side actually pretty different than the other side. This one, I basically had the whole pipe run down, and I ran both 290s from out of the headers, and they both ran out. To bring the two together, I basically did make the Y, but way more forward, I guess, than the other one, just because the sprocket and one of the motor mounts and the wiring was all in the way under there, so I just did that and definitely liked the way it came out. So I'm just gonna cut these tips real quick, and then I think it'll be time to fire this thing up. Tip. Finally, last tip. And we are done. Hopefully, if everything goes well. So guys, I've been working at this literally all day. It is time to fire this thing up and see how it sounds. So guys, this thing sounded awesome. I'm gonna do it again because definitely want to hear it some more after all that work. But definitely smoked out the shop from a mixture of cold revving, and I sprayed some WD-40 all over the exhaust earlier, so that's probably all burning off. But I want to fire this thing up again because it sounded beastly. So guys, I am really happy how this thing sounds. It sounds literally like a V8, which is awesome. And what I love is that I was able to make this all throughout the whole day for like a total of like 40 bucks. So like you can't go wrong with that. And I can already tell it is running so much better. I've never, I don't think ever revved it up that high ever. I don't even think I've been able to. I'm sure I've tried, but that thing went straight up to red line. I was really not expecting it. I held it there for a little bit, you know, got a little excited, but I am so pumped. And all that smoke that you guys were seeing, I know it looks like oil, but it's not. Believe it or not. It's actually all fuel. This thing runs so rich. So I'm definitely going to have to fix that up a little bit, but I'd rather have it a little bit rich than lean, obviously. And I know that some of you would say that it's from the setup on how these carbs work, and you know that these two cylinders are running more rich than the others, but I know that that would probably make sense. But I just a couple days ago, I checked all of the spark plugs and they were all dead even. They all look exactly the same. So I'm pretty sure if I just mess around with the mixer screw on the carb, that should fix the issue. But that's for another day because it is late. I am hungry. The Super Bowl's on. And this is seriously taking all day, but I am so pumped. Gonna have to open my own fab shop because this exhaust is solid. But anyway guys, comment down below on how you like the exhaust, you know, how you like it sounds. I still plan on putting mufflers on it, but for now, this is fine how it is, and I can already tell, just with that extra little bit of back pressure for all the curves and everything, that it is running so much better. Off camera, I'm going to be doing a bunch more stuff to this, so you guys will see all the big changes coming soon, but we should be driving this thing very, very soon. Once I get some mufflers in, because I'm probably going to order some. But anyway guys, follow my social medias. They'll be on the outro of this video. Instagram, Snapchat, I use the most. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends about the channel.